Hello everyone, in this video we are going to learn how to add tally form responses to Google Sheets. I want that as soon as a new form is submitted in tally forms, automatically the details of the form response should be added in the form of a new row in my Google Sheets. And here we are going to learn that how can we add the details of the form in tally which contains multi-select questions to Google Sheets. So how we are going to do that? For that we will have to integrate tally with Google Sheets. And for that we are going to use Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing automation and integration software. Now what we are going to do, we have tally in our trigger and Google Sheets in our action. So we will be connecting both of them by using Pabbly Connect in order to automate this entire process. And to learn this entire process step by step, let me take you all to my screen. In this video, we are going to learn that how can we add the details of the teleform responses in our Google Sheets automatically when there are multiple options of responses. Okay, so let's start learning this process step by step. First of all, in order to create the workflow, we have to come on our browser and then we have to search for pabbly.com/connect. When we do that, we will come on the landing page with the help of this URL, and here we can find two options: sign in and sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you have to click on sign up for free button to create your free new account, and it will take only 2 minutes. But if you are an existing user, you can directly click on sign in. So as I'm already an existing user, therefore I'm clicking on sign in here. And this is the all app section of Pabbly. Here we can find all the products which are offered by Pabbly. Now to create this workflow, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. So let's click on access now. And it will take us towards the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. So here we can find all the workflows which we have created, and to create a new workflow we have to click on this create workflow option. Let's click on it, and now here we have to give a name to our workflow. So I'm going to give a name to this workflow as add teleform responses to Google Sheets. Okay, you can give any name to your workflows according to your choice. Now in this field, select folder. Now in this field we can also here we can also select the folder in which we want to save our workflow. So I have already selected it as home. After this, let's click on create. As we do that, we can find that two windows are open in front of us. Here the first one is trigger and the other is action. So what are these trigger and actions? Trigger and actions are the basic concepts on which the entire workflow of this automation runs. Here we can have only one trigger in any workflow, but we can have multiple actions as we want. The trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. That means action is the response towards the trigger. Now let's suppose in our trigger, in this workflow, we are going to take tally, and in our action we are going to take Google Sheets. And we want that as soon as a new response is captured through tally forms, automatically by using that response, a new row should be added in our Google Sheets, adding all the details of that response. Okay, so let's start creating this workflow. First of all, we have to select our trigger application, which is tally forms. Okay, let's select it. And now in our trigger event, we will select new response, as we want that this workflow should trigger whenever a new response will be submitted in tally. Okay, so here we can find that a webhook URL is provided to us along with some instructions which we have to follow in order to integrate our tally account with Pabbly Connect. Now first of all, let's copy this webhook URL, and then I will tell you exactly what we are supposed to do. So basically we are going to use this webhook URL in order to connect our tally account with Pabbly Connect, and this URL will act as a bridge in order to send the form response here to Pabbly Connect. Okay, so let me take you to the form which I have created in tally. This is the form, course registration form. So basically I have created this form for taking registrations for different courses. Okay, so I have the option of several courses here: advanced PHP, PHP for beginners, Java, Python and English. And these are multiple check boxes, that is a person can tick on multiple options here, and we are going to receive multiple responses from this form submission. The next is the skills. So here the skills are also in the multiple checkbox options. A person can select multiple options here. Okay, so this is the form which I have created. It contains multiple checkbox option and the personal details of a person. Now as soon as a person is going to fill this form and submit it, automatically the response will be captured in Pabbly Connect, and by using that response we are going to add the details in Google Sheet. Okay, and all this process is going to be automated. But for that, first of all, we need to connect this form with Pabbly Connect. Okay, now what we are going to do for that, let us go back. And here, after coming on this form, we have to go on the integrations. So basically, first of all, we have to select the form which we want to use. Then we have to go on the integration section of that form. And here, after coming on integration, we have to select the option of webhooks. Let's click on connect. And here in this field of endpoint URL, we have to paste the webhook URL which we have copied from Pabbly Connect. So let's paste it here. Done. Click on connect. and our webhook is set up. Now with the help of this webhook, Tally is going to send the response of form submissions towards Pabbly Connect. Okay, let's go back to Pabbly Connect, and here it is showing waiting for webhook response. That means now we have to do a test submission in order to capture the response here. So what we are going to do, we are going to fill up the form which we have created, that is this course registration form with dummy details. Okay, now let's click on share, and here I will copy this URL and I will open it in a new tab. Okay, so this is the registration form. It is open in front of us. Now I am going to enter the details it is asking one by one so that we can submit this form and capture the response. Now let's start with the first name. I am going to enter dummy details. Let's say dummy user, email, a random email, phone number. The country code is already selected. Now I'm going to enter a random phone number. Done. Now I'm going to select the course. Okay, so here we can select more than one options for the course. So I'm going to select English for Business Communications and Java. Okay, so I have selected both these courses. We can select more than one course. Because I have used checkboxes here, therefore the person can select more than one course, and we are going to get multiple responses, okay, in Pabbly Connect. Now the next is what are your skills. So here I am going to select 3 of the skills. Okay, so I have selected 3 skills. Basically I have selected multiple options here. Okay, now after entering all the details, let's click on register. And our registration is completed. Now let's go back on Pabbly Connect, and here we can find that we have received the response with multiple options. Okay, so here there are 2 courses. We have received the response of Java as well as English for Business Communication, and here are multiple skills as well. Okay, now we want to add the same response in our Google Sheet. Okay, so I have prepared a Google Sheet here which contains first name, last name, email, contact, course, and the skills of a student. Okay, the name of this worksheet is course registrations. Now as soon as a response is going to be captured in Pabbly Connect from Teleforms, the response is going to be added here in the form of a new row. So let us again go on Pabbly Connect, and here because we have received the response, of course and skills in a same line and not in the separated format along with the brackets and inverted comma, so I do not want to add the response in the same format in my Google Sheet. I want this response to be added only in the comma separated values. So how we are going to do that? How we are going to change this response? For that, I'm going to add one more action step here in between. Okay, and in this action application, I'm going to select Code by Pabbly. This is a feature by Pabbly which allows us to separate the format of our text in the simple terms. Okay, so in order to remove the inverted commas and brackets, we are using Code by Pabbly. Okay, so we have selected Code by Pabbly here. Now in the action event, we will select Run JavaScript Beta. So because here we want to remove the brackets and inverted commas and convert this response into simple terms, we are going to use JavaScript here. Let's click on Run JavaScript Beta. And in the case of more complex responses, we can use Run Python. Okay, now after selecting our action event, let's click on Connect. And here in this JavaScript code, I am going to use a specific code for the courses. Now here I am going to enter a variable for the course. Okay, equals to constant course equals to, and we will map the response here. Okay, so here in the constant course, we need to map the course. We have received the response of the course as Advanced PHP and Java. So we have selected it and it is mapped, and I'm going to add one code here. Okay, so this is the code, return course.join, and we want to remove this, so I have entered it. So in the same manner, you have to enter this code in order to convert this format into simple format and to remove bracket and inverted commas. Okay, let's click on save and send test request. And we can find that we have received the response and the bracket and inverted commas are removed, and we have received the response in simple comma separated values. Now in the same manner, we are going to format the response of skills of a student. Okay, so we will add one more action step here, and now again we will select Code by Pabbly, and in the action event we will select Run JavaScript Beta. Click on Connect. And here in the same manner, I am going to enter and in the same manner, this time we are going to use the variable for skills. So I will write const skills equals to and we will map the data of tally responses, that is the skills. Okay, so these are the skills. Done. Now let me tell you one thing. Wherever we have mapped the data by using our previous step, that data is changeable. Now whenever a new response will be captured in Pabbly Connect through teleforms, this data which we have mapped here is going to be changed according to the new response. But this variable which we have entered manually has become static and it is not going to change with every new response. So wherever we want that the data should change with every new response, there we use mapping, and where we want that data should not change, there we enter the data manually. Okay, so now after this we will enter the code. Let me paste the same code here, and in the place of course I am going to enter skills. Done. Okay, so here also we want to remove the bracket and inverted commas, and we want to replace that with simple comma separated values. Okay, now let's click on save and send test request. And we have again received the response, and the response is in very simple comma separated values. Let us use the same response in order to add the details in Google Sheets. Okay, don't worry, we do not have to do anything manually again and again, but once we will create this automation, then automatically every time a new response will be captured, we do not have to do anything manually. The data is automatically going to be replaced with the new response because we have used mapping here, and automatically each and every detail of the course and the student who have done the registration is going to be added here. So let us move further, and now we will select our final action application, that is Google Sheets. Let's select it, and in our action event we will select add new row. Click on connect, and here from the given options we have to select add new connection. Click on sign in with Google. After this we have to select the account, and now Pabbly Connect is asking us for the permission to access our Google Sheets. Now let's click on allow, as our data is 100% safe with Pabbly Connect. Okay, so we can freely click on allow, and very easily automatically our authorization is successful because I was already logged into my Google Sheets. Okay, so you also have to keep in mind always to keep logged into your Google Sheets before making up a connection with Pabbly Connect, because it makes the connection simple and easier. Now here we have to select the spreadsheet. Now what I am going to do, I am going to select the spreadsheet which I have created, and it is named as course registration. So this is the spreadsheet which I have created, and it is selected. Now this sheet is also selected as I have only created one sheet here. The next is first name. Now what we are going to do, we have received all the details from teleform response. We are going to use the same data in order to map the details. So first of all we will map the first name. In the same manner we will map the last name. Mapping is very easy process. We just need to select our previous step like this, and we have to select the data. Okay, so this is the email, we have selected it and it is mapped. Contact and course. So here in the place of course we are going to use the response which we have received from Code by Pabbly. This is the course, and now the skills. Okay, done. Click on save and send test request, and we have received the response. Now let's go and check in our Google Sheet, and yes, we can find that we have automatically received the response of the student and the course for which he has opted and the skills of the same students. Okay, so we have received all the responses and in this very simple format, just in the comma separated values. So this means we have successfully completed our workflow. So in order to show you how the response is captured and how we can add the multiple responses of teleform in Google Sheet, I have used a simple example of course registration form. But you can create the form in the same manner for any specific purpose and add the details in the same manner in your Google Sheet. Okay, so this was the full workflow, and these are the steps which we have to follow in order to create this workflow. I hope this was helpful for you. Thank you for watching. Not only these applications, but you can easily integrate many other applications by using Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can easily email us at support@pabbly.com. If you want to ask any query, you can easily reach out to us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you are having any pricing related issue with Pabbly Connect, you can easily reach out to the website given over here. Now, if you find this video helpful in any way, do not forget to share it with your friends. And also, please like our videos and subscribe to our channel to learn more such automation.